Welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip.
Hey, my nosy people. Wagwan. Hope everyone is blessed. I want to say quickly a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to Nosy People Them Crew. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Anyway, I came on here to talk about Ladies Who List Atlanta. It was the final season episode. That surprised me. It did feel a bit rushed, I have to say, because don't forget, last week it was all, Tiffany and Crystal getting into it. And then this week it's been a bit more of a drastic change towards showing more of their business element. So I understand they need to get the balance right. And from what I understand and have heard and seen is that, behind the scenes, we see Quiana's left the show now because she wasn't happy with the way that she's been depicted. Shout out to Empire. I watched the interview that he did with her. So go and check that out if you haven't seen it. And she talks about why she's left the show. Empire also interviewed Crystal as well. She mentioned that they all had a meeting with production about the kind of the direction of the show, and then wanting to show more of the kind of business side of it. They didn't really sign up just for the drama side of it. They wanted to show the business element. So to me, it seems like for this episode, they were trying to get that balance where they were showing more business, but it did feel a bit more drier, I have to say. I like the drama, of course, here for it, but I also like the property, because I think it's really important that we are seen in a positive light, particularly as black women, and it's not just all about screaming at each other, and there's lots of outlets that do that. So I understand where Quiana was coming from when she was saying that. But yeah, I can see that in this episode they made a point to try and make it a bit more businessy. So we saw it open up with Quiana with her seller selling his house to another buyer, and Tiffany coming and closing on that. And then they moved into more of business as well. So I thought it was good to see the business element. I think that's always good. Yeah, so after we saw the closing with Tiffany, we saw, of course, Tiana and Kiera. They went to some wine tasting. So Kiera got to share with Tiana about Crystal trying to woo her and stuff. So I think Tiana's advice to Kiera was quite spot on. You've got to be careful who is coming at you. And whilst I understand Crystal is obviously looking around for more business, I think the way that she's done it, and she's offering 50% off as a businesswoman, that is very business savvy if you're going in. But yeah, considering that they're supposed to be friends, but I suppose Tiffany isn't her friend. So it's a bit, awkward. But I liked Tiana's advice to her about, looking at it like, when people are kind of genuinely trying to get to know you or just trying to woo you. So she's got to figure that out for herself. And I think she kind of knows. But because Crystal's kind of coming off nicey and offering quite a good discount, she's probably considering it. But I feel like it's up to her. It's her business. I wouldn't suggest her just taking it all away from her friend Tiffany. Because obviously she said that she enjoys working with her. But maybe she wants to spread some around to Crystal. I don't know. What do you guys think about that whole scenario? But if I was in Tiffany's position, I wouldn't be too happy about it. That is for certain. And I like that Tiana had Tiffany's back on that whole situation and was, nice in her delivery with Kiera about that information. So right after that, we've got Robin and Crystal going to this poly party. Now, I'm still not sure about this poly business. It's not for me. Even watching them talk about, this is my husband, that's her, his wife, this is this one, and he's with that one, she's with that one. Lord have mercy. I don't know how they do it. Like Robin said, the emotions part is the bit that I think, wow, each to their own. If there's any poly people out there, then let me know in the comments how that all works, because I don't know, it's just very interesting. I cannot imagine that with all the emotions attached to that. But it looked like Robin was quite keen, and so who knows, maybe when she comes back in the next season, that she'll be more into polynumerous, as Tiana said, which kept me up. But yeah, who knows? We shall see. Yeah, overall, I thought the show was a pretty dry kind of episode. I like they were trying to get the business right, but I feel like it just felt like it was a bit rushed. And clearly the reunion is going to be interesting, so I'll be tuned in for that. But it did seem a bit rushed to me, to be honest. I felt like it was a bit more of a rushed episode, and I think that's clear because of what's been happening behind the scenes. But I would say that of all the women, I really do like Tiana. She comes across quite grounded, and I like the way she's quite humble. And she comes across quite well. I like Tiffany as well, because I feel like, she's just about her family and her business and just being around kind of positive energy. As you know, I like Robin too. Yeah, she's a bit mixy, but I like her. I think she's quite funny. Crystal, I think she's beautiful, but I just think she's a bit mixed up. And I hope that her new man or maybe chill her out a little bit over there. Quiana, I think, is lovely too, but Kiana's leaving the show, so that's what it is. But I wish her well, and I'm sure she'll do well with all her endeavours, because she's already a boss and she's already doing what she's got to do. And I do wish Quiana well with her, quest to have a baby with the IVF treatment. So I wish her well. That you can see at the end that all the ladies are expanding their businesses and, making some boss moves. So I wish them all the very best. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it'd be interesting if it does come back for another season. But what I thought was interesting was that Robin and Crystal are no longer friends now. That was reported at the end. I kind of got that inkling when Kempire interviewed Crystal, and she did mention something like was, and I thought was French. So I thought, okay, something happened with them too. So I don't know if that will transpire in the next season or not. I think that they have got some potential with this show. I feel like if they just get the balance with the property, so they're showing the properties as well as some of the, the interactions with the women and the ladies and stuff, I think it will be good. I like the premise of it. I like the people who are on the show. So I think it can go far. I just feel like they just need to tighten up in terms of, making sure the theme is right, because it felt a bit like it went from drama, obviously a lot of drama, and it was just all about this same thing, what happened with this being triggered thing that went on for ages, when it could have been a lot more showing of the business and what the women do, and then bringing in, the bits of drama in between. I feel like there's a balance to be had, and they can get it right. And I feel like it's a show that could do the rounds in lots of other cities as well. It's got a lot of potential. So anyway, we shall see. But yeah, what do you guys think? Thanks for watching.
Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.